started making jewelry when I was 12 years old. My mom took me to a little bead store right here in Northport. I started making little earrings on wires and twisting them and finding different ways to string things, and I would go home and I would rip things apart that were already made and use those beads to make new things. It got to a point where I just wanted to do more than that. So I started doing metalsmithing classes. I'm totally a metalsmith at heart. I mean, a lot of jewelers do wax carving and then they have their pieces cast, but I fabricate everything from scratch. I use the gem as a jumping off point for what I want to make. I let the gem make my decision for me. My bread and butter is really, I love to make pendants, necklaces, and rings in particular. For me, now, I'm really inspired by nature and I love the outdoors and I love what nature has created. I use my jewelry as a way to ground people, to give them perspective, because life is so crazy and hectic, and you can get so caught up in the minutia of everyday life, but to remember for a second that you're part of something bigger, that you're part of this universe, that you're just sort of a grain of sand, and we're all part of it here together, and you can stop and appreciate something. I make my jewelry for people who are creative and artistic and can appreciate beauty in little things here and there, and who need something to ground them and to remember that we didn't invent shapes, we didn't invent colors. Mother Nature did all of that for us. We didn't invent patterns. Every time I see a pattern in nature, I'm bowled over by it. It's amazing. And I think, oh, I want to try to replicate that in metal, or I want to take this stone that was fossilized in the earth, thousands of years ago, and put it into a timeless piece of jewelry that will become an heirloom for somebody, and they can hold on to and pass it along to their people and just leave my mark that way. I'm making one-of-a-kind pieces. I'm not replicating. I'm forging everything by hand right here in my studio. I really love having the gems as inspiration to start with, because they are just amazing relics of the earth. I feel so fortunate to be able to do what I'm doing every day. I get to do what I love. I get to make things. I get to meet people and help them make something that they're gonna love forever. I will continue to make jewelry until my hands stop working. My name is Kate Sidney, and I'm from Northport, New York.